We're serving up pancakes and booze tonight on MyScene TV. Still bringing the latest in all things entertainment in Baton Rouge and beyond. He's Javon H, and we're going on what I like to call a world tour of all 4 branches of MyScene TV, the best local broadcasts, like, ever. Tonight we celebrate Pete Fountain and Louis Armstrong at the New Orleans Jazz Museum before heading to Dallas for booze and pancakes. I don't even eat pancakes. Then after that we part the sea at the Jindo Fest in Korea. But first, we start right here in Baton Rouge with some familiar faces and some not so familiar music. The band Sorry Ghost. This is MyScene TV.
Hey MyScene, this is Angela Francis. I'm bringing you tonight from an Atomic Pop Shop on Government Street, Sorry Ghost. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing better now.
Well, I'd like you to introduce yourselves and maybe what instrument you play, and we'll start over here with you, Ryan.
I'm Ryan Dejan and I play guitar.
Ryan, okay.
I'm Matthew Polito. I also play guitar, and sometimes I sing when Daniel lets me.
On vocals and guitars over here.
I'm Nick Burrows and I play the drums.
Hey Nick, what's going on?
I'm Daniel Anton and I play bass and I sing. I sing all the songs.
Okay, so the 2 vocals right here. All right. Okay, you guys.
It gets tense.
Does it? Why? What's going on with you two?
Well, he's sort of a good singer, and I'm not. But like, I want to put him down. So.
What do you have to say about that?
I don't know. It hurts my confidence a lot, and I'm pretty fragile right now. But I've been taking lessons, so I'm kind of getting a little better.
All right, well, tell me how you got together and your genre of music, what you guys have going on in the future. First, how about your genre?
So, okay, genre, I guess pop punk is probably the most general way to describe it. It's a mixture of like all the good kinds of music in the 90s plus all the good kinds of sad, angsty music from the 2000s. So like Blink-182, let's see, you got Creed,
Okay.
NoFX, and Nickelback is a big influence of Daniel's versatility.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he loves that gravelly, like really oomphy sounding vocal.
Is that how he sounds? I can't wait. Oh, okay. Well,
He sounds like a fluttering little flute.
is that why you make fun of? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. How'd you guys get together? How long have you been together?
Ooh, we've been together since, it was like freshman year in college.
That's the sad day that you 2 met, right?
Oh,
At
yeah.
Catholic high?
No, at LSU.
Oh, at
actually.
LSU. Okay.
He didn't go to Catholic. He wouldn't let him in.
Why you give this guy so much trouble?
I mean,
He's a good sport. He's a good sport.
Easy turn.
All right. So what are your songs? Give me your song.
All right. We just came out with an EP called Win by Default, and on that we've got 6 songs. All 6 were written pretty much by me. Let's be honest here.
Is this true?
Lyrically, sure, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right. Okay, here's our big hit, smash hit, Triangles. All right, we've got a music video for that one.
Okay.
So Triangles, I think like 5 or 6 people have seen it.
Ooh, that's big numbers. Getting up there.
For Baton Rouge, I don't think there's 2,000 people in this town, so
Right.
everyone here has seen it.
Stop it. Well, you're repping BR. You're repping BR here.
No, it's great.
Well, how often do you guys play here? Where else do you play?
We mostly play at my house.
No, I'm sorry. For people to be able to see you, come out and see you.
In Baton Rouge, we mostly play at Atomic Pop Shop. This is our stomping grounds. We love coming here. Spanish Moon is also fantastic.
Oh, okay. Well, tell everybody how they can find you to put yourselves out there.
Let's see, we've got a Spotify that has all of our songs on it under Sorry Ghost. We've got a Facebook. What else do we have? An Instagram?
Instagram, Sorry Ghost.
Bandcamp. Do we have that?
We have a Bandcamp. We have iTunes. I mean...
All right. Tell us. What's your website?
You know, we really should get an actual domain for us, but right now we just go through facebook.com/sorryghost.
Everybody's on the Facebook.
I know, but everybody, you know, doesn't have.
Shut up. You guys can get it. Put yourselves out there, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you're just all about the music.
Well,
but I want to hear you guys. I haven't heard you yet, so I'm really excited about that.
Okay.
Well.
Now you may have recognized Ryan and Matthew from the band Della, who we featured last season. But to learn more about Sorry Ghost and where they're playing next, visit them on Facebook as well as Bandcamp. Next, we go back to my hometown to remember the legends at the New Orleans Jazz Museum. That's next. This is MyScene TV. New Orleans is a city rich in culture, especially music. David Cunyon is the curator for the New Orleans Jazz Museum inside the Old U.S. Mint, and we spoke with him about the exhibits in this next segment.
My name is David Cunyon. I'm the music curator for the Louisiana State Museum and the New Orleans Jazz Museum. The New Orleans Jazz Museum is a museum dedicated to all aspects of New Orleans jazz from the beginning to the current state of affairs for New Orleans jazz. The original museum was in the room opposite us, opposite the hallway, until Katrina. And it never reopened after Katrina, and everything kind of went into storage. We chose this location because, first of all, it's a Louisiana State Museum property. Second of all, this is also where the New Orleans Jazz Museum was, when it started. So it was here first, and in order to have continuity, we figured this was the best place to do it. In general, when you come to visit the New Orleans Jazz Museum, you can come right now to see a couple exhibits. We have one on Pete Fountain that I just curated, and we also have one on Louis Armstrong and his relationship with New Orleans, both when he lived here and after he left. That is up for another about month or so. And after that, we'll have a Women in Jazz exhibit that will open up in August. And we are also working on opening the big exhibit of the entire kind of New Orleans jazz experience. We've had a lot of exhibits in the past. We've had a couple exhibits of photography. Keeping Time was one of kind of the best photographs of the music collection. We also had one called Time Takes Its Toll, where we brought out several instruments played by folks like Sidney Bechet and Kid Ory and Cy Frazier, kind of the instruments that we are looking to get conserved because they're not in the greatest shape. So we called it Time Takes Its Toll because time has taken its toll on these instruments, and we would like to get them back to kind of fighting shape. That is the wax figure of Mr. Pete Fountain. We are right now in the middle of the one-room exhibit on Pete Fountain that we opened up in April of 2017. It has records and photographs and even some bobbleheads that his walking crew, known as the Half Fast Marching Club, say that 10 times fast and you'll see what I'm talking about. Some of the bobbleheads and doubloons from that. And behind me is the wax figure of Pete Fountain that was in the Musée Conti. That was the wax museum on Conti Street that closed about 8 months ago. And we tracked it down in a storage facility in deepest Marrero across the river. And that is actually also one of his clarinets that the wax figure is holding too. So we kind of figure it gives a nice little touch to the exhibit. Obviously, we're partnering with the state. We're partnering also with the Louisiana Endowment for the Humanities on several things. We also partner with the Louisiana Museum Foundation and the Friends of the Cabildo to put on performances and try and raise money. On the third floor, we have the Mint performance venue. We do lots of different things in the performance venue. We have bands, everything from kind of traditional jazz bands to modern jazz bands. We've had some rock and roll and some rhythm and blues. We also do lectures in there and films. For instance, every year right before the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, we do a night of showing old films of the New Orleans Jazz Fest from the late 60s and early 70s. Next on the pipeline is we're doing a Women in Jazz. That will be 2 rooms following kind of the history of women in jazz in New Orleans from the early days up until now. And then we're also working on an exhibit for 2018 that will be about Professor Longhair, the great piano player. It's his centennial in 2018, so we're going to do an exhibit on him with recordings and film, and possibly we will be able to find one of his pianos if we're lucky. I have a couple leads on that. And we'll also be I want to do a day-long symposium on him with interviews and people playing Professor Longhair's music. You can make a donation to NewOrleansJazzMuseum.org, and you can also, call me. I have an email, dcunion@crt.la.gov, if you need more information or if you're interested in donating. My name is David Cunion. I'm the music curator for the Louisiana State Museum, and this is MyScene TV.
The New Orleans Jazz Museum pays homage to various musical legends in the city, with new exhibits on the way. So to learn more, visit them online at nolajazzmuseum.org. Next, we're parting the sea at the annual Jindo Fest in South Korea. Stay tuned. This is MyScene TV. Jindo Falcon is an American transplant living in South Korea, and he uses his time to tour the many festivals in the country. We return to one of his favorite events, the annual Party of the Sea on Jindo Island. This is MyScene TV Korea.
Hello, MyScene TV. This is Jindo Falcon live on the scene on Jindo Island in South Korea, which is one of the most southern, southwesterly points that you can actually get to on the entire country of Korea. And we're here for the annual Sea Party Festival of 2017. And 60 some odd years ago, whenever this started, I'm sure the Sea Party was a big enough thing to draw the people to come down here and see what's going on. But let me tell you, Adventure Korea and Good Times Rock had the weekend completely packed with things to do. It started early morning with a torch walking festival, live music, we had fireworks, we had a welcoming ceremony to make sure the sea was ready to receive the gifts and the wisdom, to make sure that it parted on Saturday evening at 7:30 exactly. And then after that, we had a toga flash mob, we had K-pop dancers, boys and ladies, for all of your personal indulgences. And then also we had the colorful Jindo Festival, the Holly Hay Festival, and it was down on the beach and it was great. There was live music, people dancing, spinning, having a great time. And then when the sun set, it was time for the Global Zone after night party, and we had great entertainment by Bold Coast, and as always the Bump City Band bringing that big fat bottom funk. And if you've never been, and if you're thinking about coming, I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite and most complete festivals I've ever been to in Korea.
Jindo Island is one of South Korea's 3rd largest islands. It is home to the famous Jindo dog, Jindo Hongju, and the only site in the entire world where you can actually walk across the sea just like Moses. It's been happening for thousands of years, but gained world notoriety in 1975 when a famous French ambassador was here for a visit and told everyone about it. Since then, over 500,000 people flock to Jindo every single year. So this happens in the Yellow Sea actually more than once a year. In fact, it happens 2 or 3 different times, but there's only one festival inside of Jindo, which happens always in the month of March or April, depending on the tides. Everyone can take part and participate in the Sea Part Walk every year during the Jindo Festival. You may ask, what is there to do in Jindo? Well, there's coffee, there's muffins, there's also a noribong or karaoke contest for locals and foreigners alike. There was lunch, there was also World famous Jindo Korean wrestlers that you can only see on Jindo Island. And as an added bonus, we got to see a pretty incredible Jindo dog show. The illustrious, the mysterious, the wonderful Jindo dog. The Jindo dog breed came from the island of Jindo, and not many people are really sure how they got there, but local legend says that it's Mongolians that left a few dogs behind that were allowed to run and roam freely and create a massive, plentiful amount of the Jindo dog. Luckily, the Jindo was quick and easy to train due to its high intelligence. These dogs can count, they can jump rope, they can dance, and they can do a multitude of different tricks. In fact, we got to see this firsthand while we were on our trip down in Jindo for the Sea Parting Festival. But you must know that Jindos are really afraid of water. No swimming at all. They're downright fearful, and these dogs do not make great water companions, which is very ironic considering the fact that they are on an island surrounded by the Yellow Sea.
So, if you're curious, if you're wondering, just come on down. Get on the jet plane, cross the big water, and bring yourself to Jindo 2018, my friends, and get yourself some of that sea parting action. Jude Falcon with MyScene TV, out. We'll see you next time.
Our Jude Falcon takes us all around his new home in South Korea. And to see more, visit us on YouTube at MyScene TV. Next, we explore a unique combination of fart, booze, and pancakes. MyScene TV Dallas is coming up next. Everybody knows I love booze, but I'm not too big on pancakes. So what happens when the both of them are served in the middle of an art show?
How y'all doing out there, family? This is Ty Lawson with MyScene TV Dallas. Right now, I'm in downtown Dallas at a great event called Pancake and Booze. Can you imagine it? You got breakfast food and alcohol in one event. It's an art show. Now people want to know, what's behind the pancake and the booze?
Oh man,
I'm gonna say it's the artwork.
it is the artwork, but more than that, it's getting the local artists out and being able to get their name publicized without spinning an arm and a leg. And it doesn't matter if it's this big or if it's this big, it's $15, and we don't get any of the cut off of whatever they sell it for. All the money goes right back to the artist. So it allows people to get their name out there and have a hell of a good time. I mean, we got 1,500 plus coming in here tonight.
Wow!
Yeah.
Wow. The line is around the corner, literally around the corner.
Yeah. we are at capacity right now, and this is a big venue.
Been on the beat for a minute, but yeah,
Okay. And
it's
disco
a good
is
time.
badass.
No, it's a good time. I know. Super not camera good, but yeah, no, it's good. Like, we bring in like all the local artists and stuff, so it's really, I'm trying not to cuss. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So anyway, we bring in the local artists. They come in here, they fill up our show, they come in here, it's a good time. They like help other artists out, like if this is their first show, they're like fifth show, all the things, so it's a good time.
Okay, that's beautiful. This is one other thing that I wanted to know about. If basically, this show, is this the only one you guys have done? Oh, is it only in Dallas or?
Oh, no, we are international now. Yeah, we've got.
Run down some of those states too.
Well, gosh.
DC, like I do the Seattle, Vancouver, we have a Toronto show, San Francisco, Portland, LA is where it started.
Paris,
Berlin, and yeah, is our overseas country.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a few in Texas.
Yeah, and
Wow.
New Orleans, so we go that way.
You doing New Orleans too?
Yep, New
that's
Orleans is
just-
a lot of fun.
New Orleans family.
Yeah.
It's coming to y'all too.
New Orleans is a rocking good time.
time. Rocking good time. I know. I'm from New Orleans. Born and raised.
Yep. That's my first time to New Orleans, and so I was like, yes, this
Really?
is what's
And you
going on.
survived?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
beautiful.
No, after we closed out the show at 3 a.m., we drove down to like Bourbon Street, and I was like, oh yes, this is still happening at 3 a.m. So yes. New Orleans
So
is
how often do you do shows?
It's like twice a year. in each
Twice a
city.
year? Twice a year per location,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Try and come through.
Okay. Now here's the fabulous part. My family, they know the routine and they love this part. All right. So my family, they all want to get involved and want to be able to support all the local events and things that are happening here. We need from y'all. It's how do they get a part?
How do they get a part of it?
Yes.
They get online. Pancakes and Booze website will almost always just direct you right back to Facebook, but they do a lot of social media linking on Facebook. I mean, they're artists. That's what.
Signing up artists, letting you know the dates, locations, all the things. So yeah, if you're an artist out there, get in our show. Like this is a good show for first-time artists. Like it's easy to hang. You can like talk to all the local artists. It's a good thing.
And if you get one piece of art hung for $15, it comes with entry. So depending on where it's at, the tickets are $5 to $10 to get in. But for another $5 or $10, you can become an artist and get in and pass by the line that's a block and a half long.
Wow, so that's good. So you guys have a website? Y'all don't have a website?
Pancakesandbooze.com.
Yeah.
Pancakesandbooze.com.
Look it up.
You got the information, family. You be part of the next one because this is twice a year. Come on. You got to be a part of it. All right, like I told you, this is my family. All right, we got to support our family. All right. This is Ty Larson signing off for MyScene TV Dallas.
Art for art's sake with some comfort food mixed in. Go to pancakesandbooze.com to see if they're visiting a city near you. But now it's time to grab your phones, grab your MacBooks, grab your TVs because it is social media time. That's right, you can check us out at MySceneTV.com. Our social media hub on Facebook. Pictures in and around the Baton Rouge area on Instagram, full episodes and these segments on YouTube. And we also have a Twitter and a MySpace floating around somewhere. And programming reminder, we call my WBXH Channel 16. That's Cox and ETEL Channel 16. Channel 39 on Dish Network, Uverse, and Antenna. And for the sake of repetition, we are not available on DirecTV. Until we return next time with brand new food, music, and fun. He's Javon H, and this is MyScene TV.
I'm falling